reports from our elected officials representing Senator Klein. Come on.
Good evening. My name is Nicholas Chicaro. I work in Senator Jeff Klein's office.
What about me?
I've worked with Kathleen on the sanitation salvage issue, which is still a
Need
little
to
bit of an issue, but we'll talk about that.
speak.
First off, just want to thank everybody who came out and voted so I can be here and have a job today. Yeah, so thank you. You know, he's very excited, very grateful that everyone came out and supported him so he can keep doing things for the community. The funds for the Waring Playground, we've done what we can do right now. It's kind of just a little bit of a waiting. We've passed off the paperwork and now it's kind of parks. They do some bidding on contract. A little bit of a process, but it's there. So they're deciding,
One meeting, guys.
So basically, I just wanted to introduce myself because I'm going to be here at all the meetings from now on.
Oh, good.
Nick Chicaro.
Yay.
Great.
So I just want to introduce myself, make you guys aware that the Senator is here to work for you for another 2 years. So, if you have any questions about I have cards in
November. Do you want to get anybody in November?
There is Alice.
Green Party.
No, it's the Republican candidate.
Green Party.
Yeah, there is a Green Party candidate. And there's a
Howie,
Republican is Alex.
Carl something.
Yeah, so I just want to introduce myself. Thank you guys. And if you have any questions, concerns.
On behalf of Bronx Park East, we want to welcome you aboard. And also, we want to thank the Senator for all he's been doing, and we congratulate him on his hard-earned victory. I'm going to switch hats for a second. I'm representing Senator Ruth Hassel-Thompson. She's my boss. On behalf of her office, we want to thank you for your support of the state of New York. She got the second highest votes in the state of New York.
Right. Yeah.
She got 86% of the vote. We had an opponent, and they spent a lot of money, and they got 15%. So that's that. But in terms of everything, the next day we were in Albany. And our report later with Norma, we're going to be talking about Discovery for Justice because Senator Ruth Hassel-Thompson has a very big part with criminal procedure law 240. And as we're working with Senator Klein and the other elected officials, we want to make sure that that gets done. We're starting to we did some summer stuff in terms of, I don't know if you noticed, I was on the little campaign night myself. We're working on health and wellness, and I stayed away from the donuts today, and I'm going to hopefully do that. I didn't put this on Monday, but we're going to be working with New York Can on changing attitudes now, and Dr. Vittieri. We want to make sure that what we're buying our kids in vis-a-vis food deserts versus whole foods and fresh produce. Trying to get the portions down, trying to eat not so late, trying to move, get the kids, back then you used to tell them, you tell your kids, you can't go outside. Now we're telling them, no, you're being bad, you got to go outside and go play around it. We're trying to get them fitness. We were part of a focus group today at the CAB meeting after we were representing 9/11 at the Memorial Jacoby Hospital. Immediately we went over there, we went to a focus group to talk about $1 billion that's going to be spent, 1 billion with a B, one meeting. Thank you, Professor. And we're going to have $1 billion that's going to be distributed into the County of the Bronx through HHC hospitals. And we have a lot of big say into what's going to go with that. So we were chiming in on education, more mental health dollars. We need those dollars to go into our Bronx. We saw what happened with Robin Williams. You don't have to, you're a celebrity, you have all the money in the world, all access, it could still happen to you. And we have to access how we get better mental health in the Bronx. In addition, mine is, the brain is an organ just like everybody else, every other organ. So Senator Ruth Hassel-Thompson, I want to thank you for your support, and we're committed. We have a big chunk of Bronx Parkees. We go all the way up to Westchester County, but with Jeff, and we're looking forward to working with our colleagues and government, hopefully in a new majority. So, I know it's premature, but we'll see that in November, but we're looking forward to working together. And now, that's it. Hat off, hat on. And I want to thank you for your support. I also, I was a district leader for the last 8 years. I want to thank you for being part of my life. I'm not leaving. I was in district into the 78th. My house was still there, so we're still part of the neighborhood. I'm now a member of the 78th Assembly District. I just got elected with 77% of the vote as your state committee man. So I don't look at the border, and we certainly have a lot of the 78th here also. So I'm looking to be part of that conversation and representing you in the state committee. And thank you again for your support. I really appreciate it.
Go Teddy!
Moving on along. Okay, now we have Genesis from our council member Richie Torres' office. Give her a hand.
Hello. Luisa was not able to come today, so they sent me. And she sent you, she sent you a few notes. First regarding the repainting of the Warren playground. Currently, the Parks Department is focusing on repainting the South Bronx. So how? I get very nervous. Don't worry.
You're doing great. We're all friends.
Yeah. So they will complete the repainting, hopefully starting next spring. Okay. So another thing. Excuse me? Yeah, this side of the Bronx. Right now they're focusing on the South Bronx. So by the spring they're gonna start. So the fence, Rafael reported to our office that the part of the fence in the Bronx Park was broken. The Parks Department fixed it after we reported it. We also requested an inspection. This inspection was done, and the repairs were completed already, including the capstones and additional support. Yeah. So another thing, regarding the barbecuing in the Bronx Park and Belmont Parkway, early in July, the council member Richie Torres and Becca, who was here before, worked together with Community Board 11 and the 49 prison, and they met with the Parks Department. After the meeting, there was more patrolling in the park, and that reduced the yeah. So I guess there's less illegal barbecuing in the park now.
I've gotten a couple of complaints. How many people go by Allerton Avenue? It's actually Southern Boulevard, but the Bronx River Parkway entrance at Allerton, Bronx Parkees. How many people go by there in the morning? How many people have seen the traffic control agents there in the morning?
Oh, we sitting there doing nothing?
Okay, because I've gotten 2 complaints from people that there have been no traffic control agents there in the morning or the evening. Would you be able to get back in touch with the police department?
The police department, I guess the 49.
Yeah, it's like if they're not kept on top of, it just
Yeah, that's a mess.
Well, they started,
Monica, I'm sorry. You go, and then.
yeah, what they started doing is just telling people, giving people on verbal notices, and if it doesn't work, then they're going to start giving summons. But that's a
having traffic.
no, that's another thing. Yeah, so it's supposed to.
Monica Berry, Parkside.
Yes, I just wanted to say in regards to Allerton Avenue and Bronx Parkees, when it relates to the, I guess the enforcement of traffic. I know that they were out there the latter part of, the early part of August, and they were saying, because I spoke to them, and they were saying at that particular time, there is traffic, but it wasn't a lot. But I know that the minute the minute that school opens up, right, and you have the buses and young people traveling, that's exactly when we have that gridlock on those side streets. So if there's any way that you could possibly get, get that team back, it would be ever so
I'm
helpful.
gonna email Louisa again, but it's just frustrating. Hold on. It's just frustrating that and they put them there, but then after a month of people not saying anything, they just take it back away. I mean, it's one of the busiest intersections in the morning or the evening, probably overall.
Absolutely is.
Young lady and then Mark.
This may be a community board 11 issue, and I don't know if it's been addressed because this is my first time here, and I do plan on joining. Regarding that intersection, there is a turn arrow if you're getting on, but there's no, on one side coming from uptown, but there's no turn arrow if you're getting on coming from, say, Waring. Does anyone else know what I'm talking about? At that intersection, which I believe is the reason why the traffic enforcement agents are there. The traffic will flow without the agents if there were maybe another turn arrow.
You mean the traffic light doesn't say?
Yes, there's a turn to get on if you're coming from AD Avenue, but there's no turn arrow in
Right.
the other direction.
By Beth Abraham.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Coming from 80, there's a turn arrow. Say if you were going north.
Going south, turning onto
Yes.
Casimiro.
So you're saying that
That would probably clear up a lot of the problem. I mean, some of the
when the
problem.
cars are coming from down Bronx Park East, the traffic light signals to the cars which is headed south, it signals that only they can turn.
Yes,
Now, what are the other cars doing in the other three roadways?
Waiting.
waiting.
So it's just a turn only for that?
There's a turn to get on if you're coming from
The
80.
turn signal
Yes, there's no
basically
turn
has
in
no
the
need for it to be there because there's, you're able to turn right on red anyway onto there. What they're saying is
No,
that they
there's
want
no
to
sign
come
that
the
says
other
that.
way.
No.
Right.
When you're
no
coming
sign.
Can't-
up from Pelham
Okay,
Parkway, you would have to cut across the lane of traffic that's coming from Kazmarov onto Allerton in order to turn onto
There needs to be another
Kazmarov.
arrow.
And because there's no arrow there, they have to cut across the traffic that's coming this way. It ends up making it a little bit more confused just because everybody has to wait for that for them to come out, and they keep coming out even after they don't have the light.
I know, because I have to plan an additional 30 minutes every morning.
Ma'am, what's your name?
Priscilla,
This is your first time here, right?
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
You have an agenda, can you do me a favor, give me a call tomorrow, and I'll go out there with
Okay.
you and just check it out, because it's something, obviously, you can see.
you need
that
to see
You
it,
have to see.
yeah.
Mark.
Also, when it gets cold and school starts, I notice, I live here 27 years old, go out, and when it gets cold around September, October, especially if it's snowing, or raining, the traffic going down Allerton towards Bronx Park East towards the Parkway, it's all jammed up. And not only by Beth Abraham, but even as far back up to White Plains Road, it gets blocked up. And with the truck deliveries, with the supermarkets and all that, it has to be checked out by the police also.
Thank you, Mark. And I just want to add, on Wade's Place and Bronx Park East, there's always, it's always been a chronic that they're speeding on that side. They did the crosswalk, but then it faded out with last year's winter storm. So we're looking at, we're also, we're symbiotic in that we work with the community board, but we also would like you to chime in there. I want to also thank the council member for all he's doing with participatory budget. Give her a great big hand.
You can give some of you can give the complaints to the press. He's going to send an email to Luisa so we can have a complete list. And I'll bring it up too. And I also wanted to mention participatory budgeting. I left the flyers over there. We're having a meeting on Monday. Okay, so if you are interested in coming to the meeting and being part of the process, call our office or pass by or send an email, okay? It's on the flyer.
That's the 2015,
Yes.
Yeah.
But we're going to start working on it now. And then on January.
Where is it going to be at?
On the
Fordham
5th, it's
Fordham
gonna be
University.
On Fordham Library.
All right.
Fordham University Library.
That's on Kingsbridge Avenue, right?
Yeah.
No,
No,
Fordham University.
the library.
Fordham University in the University Library.
Yes.
You would go in, you know where Fordham Plaza is? You would go in right at that gate. at
Oh, by the
Fordham University.
by the Metro North Station.
Right.
Yes. Fordham Road, 3rd Avenue.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Give her a big hand.
You're very good.
You're very good. We have a representative from Assemblyman Jonai's office. Come on in. I didn't see you. Hello, our chief of staff. Welcome again.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I am Mark Jonai's Chief of Staff. My name is Renee Montmany. I've been with the Assemblyman since just the beginning of the summer. I hope you all had a wonderful summer. I want to personally thank, and on behalf of the Assemblyman, thank the members of the board and also the members of the community for several very successful events that we had in your community this summer. And we're looking forward to working with you guys in the future. So thank you for that. We had a very eventful summer in our office. We had our job fair at the beginning of the summer at DeWitt Clinton High School, which was a huge success. We also had our senior trip to Pomona, which I think a few of you actually went to, and we really enjoyed that. That was a fantastic day. We also had our International Family Day at DeWitt Clinton High School, which was a lot of fun. We had our International Food Festival, and I can't go without saying I really, really, truly, and gratefully thank you all for attending our music festival, which was on Sunday. It was a huge success. The talent was absolutely phenomenal, and we're looking forward to outdoing ourselves even more next year. So thank you all for attending that, because that was amazing. A couple of events that I wanted to bring to your attention. We did send out a schedule of events to everybody in our newsletter. A couple of those dates have changed due to some religious holidays and religious observances. So I wanted to bring to your attention that our senior game day, which is happening at Maestro's, has been moved from September 25th to September 30th. And if you need more information on any of these events, just contact us at the office. We've also moved Hispanic Heritage Month celebration to October 11th. That was just a misprint in our newsletter, so we apologize for that. We also have some Halloween festivities coming up on Leidig Avenue and 204th Street. Details will come on that soon. We also have a Veterans Day blood drive, and also our annual tree lightings will happen in December. So, yes.
Renee, there's something that that his bulletin, it says something about the walk at Orchard Beach for breast cancer.
Yes.
And it doesn't say what section to be at.
Well, we're putting together a team, and if you'd like to join our team, we're actually going to work out the details as the date approaches to make sure that our team, depending on how many members walk, we want to make sure that it's accessible to everybody. So we haven't worked out the details of that yet, but contact our office. We are looking to have, we are having a breast cancer awareness walk on Orchard Beach. That's coming up, I think, in October. So we're looking for people to help sign up and walk with us. So if you're interested in doing that, contact our office, because it depends on the number of people who are walking on how we're going to set up, you know, where to meet, where we're going to.
Oh, it didn't say the contact. I didn't even know that. It didn't say the contact.
Yes, just give us a call at the office, and we'll give you the more details about that. So, but I want to thank you all for having me here tonight. I hope you had a wonderful summer, and I unfortunately have to run. So thank you for having me, and we'll see you soon.
Renee, I want to thank you on behalf of the board, to thank the Assemblyman for all that he's done to make our events particularly successful. So please convey the Assembly member our profound thank you.
I will, and we are definitely looking forward to working with you guys more and making some more amazing events come in the future. So thank you all very much.
Thank you so much. I want to recognize our newly re-elected 80th State Committee member, Joseph McManus. And on behalf of the board, we want to thank you for all that you've done with this organization, vis-a-vis our cleaning and our painting and our, you know, so taking down our graffiti and everything, our illegal graffiti. So I really thank you, okay? There we go. So now, okay, so I'm going to hand it back to our chairman, who will be giving our Team BPECA community update. Thank you very much.
All right, everybody. Just so you probably all know, but the members sitting up here, as well as the one holding the video in her hand, are the members of Bronx Park East Community Association Executive Board. We have 7 members now: Norma Lopez, Hazel Miura, Grace Lavaglio, myself, Kenny Agosto, Cecilia Smoker can't come today, as well as our treasurer, Donald Holloway. So I would like, before I go into the developments related to traffic safety, parks, and other issues, I want to introduce 2 new business owners in our neighborhood. They are opening up a juice bar, and I believe a fresh fruit salad bar. All right, if you could come to the front, please. They're opening at the corner of Allerton Avenue and Barker Avenue, right?
Yay!
Barker?
Jacqueline, right? right near Centralite. So if any Centralite employees want healthy options, right here. So Levy Roberts and Miss Amanda, you can take it from here.
Hi everybody, welcome. Hi.
We moved here about a year ago, and once we got here, one of the first things we noticed was that there was a lack of healthy options in our neighborhood on Allerton, and we felt that we needed to change that. We love our neighbors. Everyone's really nice here, and we wanted everyone to have the chance to get healthful food for themselves, for their family, for their kids. And so we're opening up this juice bar. It's going to be 100% fresh fruit, fresh produce, all from local and Bronx sources.
Good.
We're not going to have any additives of any kind. It's
Good.
just 100% fruit. So we're just trying to keep it pure, keep everyone,
Healthy.
happy and healthy. Yeah, exactly.
And then we have some menus if you guys want to take a copy. It's opening tomorrow, actually.
Tomorrow morning.
So if you guys want to take a copy,
Will you offer wheatgrass shots?
Yes. Yes, we will.
Can I ask you to get a bunch of them? Because I know you get a lot more business if we get
absolutely.
over near Burke. Because it's like a huge amount of West Indians and West Indians love smoothies. So.
Okay, I'm gonna hope we don't run out right now because I didn't.
Are you guys offering like protein in it? We're not doing any additives of any kind, so no protein powder this time.
You're welcome to add it yourself.
Thank you.
So the best, we can applaud them all we want, but you know what I'm saying, the best way to support them is spend your money there, you know what I mean? I think a conflict of interest. Kate, go ahead. I'm sorry?
We are hoping to go organic. To start, we still need to see how things go. So initially, we're just going to go with fresh, natural fruit. But our goal is to eventually go organic.
Yeah, if business is good, then we'll go all organic.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So at these meetings, we don't it's not all just about complaints and what's wrong. We like highlighting the positive. So on behalf of the Allerton, Bell Park Communities, Bronx Park East Community Association, let's welcome them to the community.
Woo! Yes.
I'm going to try to track down more menus for my copy printer. So if you guys will hang around, I'll probably come back and give you some more. Okay, great. Okay, thanks.
Thank
See you guys.
I do see a couple of new faces here. I would like to welcome you, Judy, Priscilla, Rosanna. Am I missing Mr. Negron? Larry's been here before. Welcome to our meetings. We hold them once a month on the second Thursday of each month, except August. And now we.
I don't mean to shout you out, but Caesar is not really new to this community.
Well, first time attending.
He's a great anti-graffiti activist.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone for attending. So we only took 1 month off in August. We did have a lot going on. Kenny mentioned this before, but we had 3 block parties on Thwaites in Olinville, Arno and Barnes, and Kruger and Mace, and it was very nice that we. No Barker in there. We had all of our elected officials support each and every one of our block parties. I want to give a special thank you to our state committeeman Joe McManus for really coming through and all of them. As well as our council member Richie Torres' office, State Senator Jeff Klein, as well as Mark Jonai's office, who actually provided
A lot of stuff.
who actually provided the bounce house for about 8 hours at the Arno Barn. As well as to thank our board members who helped facilitate, run it, and be like chickens with their head cut off all day. Great Miss Grace Lavaglio and Norma Lopez.
Yeah.
the banners are up here, that's why they are, just to showcase. Yes, actually, if you could wait a couple minutes, let me just go through everything. Okay, just don't forget the question. All right, so we've had a busy summer. I put up the article right here. We successfully, for 4 weeks, ran a summer instrumental music program at Middle School 135. It was 3 days a week. It was led by Angelisa Rogers, who's a professional trumpet player, professional musician. We had no less than 15 kids attend every day. We had a total of 17 for the program. So pretty much every day we had about 90 to 95% attendance. The kids liked it. So we're trying to do the school year is just starting, so everything's a little hectic. Teachers and principals' minds are everywhere. So we're finding out a date as to when we could start the after-school program during the year. This is Middle School 135 at Mace and Waring Avenue. Comprises Bronx Green Middle School, Pelham Academy, and Bronx Park Middle School. I would like to welcome also to our meeting Councilman Andy King represents the area of our community north of Arnow and east of Wallace Avenue. All right. So we're gonna do our best. If anyone has any students at their school, myself and Angelisa, we're trying to find a date as to when to restart the program. But that was something that was about 18 to 20 months in making. One of our goals is reinvigorating the arts, and most importantly, musical instrumental music programs in the neighborhood schools. So MS 135, we have something very nice going. So wait until the end. Let me just go through the updates. So I'm going to start off with pedestrian safety, DOT issues. There's a lot. As I said, 2440 Boston Road between Mace and Waring Avenue, there's a lot of issues. Councilman Baca put in a letter of support for the pedestrian refuge islands to make it easier to cross there. We did have a positive development. If you see in front of the Harbor Freight Salvation Army store, there are these big, very heavy, don't try moving, granite blocks. Those are to prevent the cars from illegally entering the parking lot through the pedestrian ramp, which has been happening for years and years. And thanks to our DOT Commissioner, Bronx Commissioner, Connie Moran, the granite blocks were placed there at the end of August. That is the first step. Connie is coming back from vacation Monday, so I'll start emailing her. We are trying to get signage put right in front of those granite blocks to make it clear to people that that is not an area that can be used for cars to go over. Because it's pretty much cars going over where people are walking. So it's not a safe situation. So we got one goal achieved out of that too for that specific area.